Have you ever felt invisible, like people see your face, hear your words, but never actually see you? That's the everyday reality of an INFJ. They move through the world with deep empathy, endless reflection, and a constant sense that no one truly gets them. Not because they're dramatic, but because their inner world is so intricate, so layered, that most people can't even begin to comprehend it. Here are 10 powerful reasons why INFJs struggle to feel truly understood. 1. Their inner world is too deep for most people. INFJs experience life on multiple levels at once: emotional, intuitive, and spiritual. They don't just see what's happening. They sense why it's happening, what it means, and where it's heading. Every interaction carries subtext. Every emotion is analyzed for hidden patterns. But when they try to express that complexity, it often sounds too much for others. So they stay quiet, letting people believe they're simple, while entire universes of thought swirl silently behind their calm expression. 2. They rarely reveal their true selves. INFJs instinctively protect their inner world. They test people before opening up, revealing just enough to seem open while keeping their most personal thoughts locked away. Why? Because they've learned the hard way that their depth isn't always welcomed. It's often misunderstood, dismissed, or even mocked, so they wear masks. Kind, composed, understanding. But inside, they're screaming for someone who can handle the real them, the parts that are raw, chaotic, and painfully honest. 3. They feel everyone else's pain, but no one feels theirs. Empathy is both their greatest strength and deepest curse. INFJs absorb the emotional atmosphere around them. They know when someone's hiding pain, pretending to be fine, or struggling silently. They feel it as if it were their own. But when they're the ones breaking inside, most people can't sense it. They appear so calm and put together that no one realizes they're barely holding on. They give empathy freely, but rarely receive it in return. 4. Their way of thinking is hard to translate. INFJs process the world through intuition. 9. Meaning they understand things through patterns and insights rather than step-by-step logic. When they try to explain a thought, it might sound vague or out of nowhere, even though it's based on deep observation. They see meaning in everything: symbols, energies, connections. But to most people, their insights sound strange or overcomplicated. So INFJs end up bottling it up, thinking, why bother explaining when no one will get it anyway? 5. They see through people too easily. INFJs can sense dishonesty, hidden motives, or emotional masks in seconds. They often know the truth people are avoiding, and that can be uncomfortable for others. They pick up lies not through evidence, but through energy, tone, and micro-expressions. It's not magic, it's intuition and emotional attunement. But when they voice what they see, people often deny it or push them away. Over time, INFJs stop revealing what they know and start carrying silent truths alone. 6. They carry everyone's emotions, but their own. Because they feel responsible for other people's pain, INFJs constantly play the role of healer. They're the ones listening for hours, comforting others, and fixing emotional chaos. But they rarely allow themselves the same care. They think, my problems aren't that important, and push their own pain down. Eventually, they become emotionally invisible. Everyone relies on them, yet no one really sees them. Their empathy becomes a prison they built for themselves. 7. They crave meaning in a shallow world. INFJs hate meaningless interactions. Small talk, gossip, fake smiles, all of it drains them. They crave conversations that touch the soul: purpose, fear, love, existence. But most people don't live there. When they try to connect deeply, they often hit emotional walls, leaving them feeling like strangers in a superficial world. They want real connection, not social noise. 8. They're torn between wanting closeness and needing space. An INFJ's emotional rhythm is complex. They crave deep, authentic connection. But once they get too much social stimulation, they need to retreat and recharge. This back and forth confuses people. Friends think the INFJ is cold or distant, when in truth, they're overwhelmed and trying not to lose themselves. It's an endless cycle. Longing for closeness, then needing solitude to recover from it. 9. They fear misunderstanding more than loneliness. To an INFJ, being misunderstood is painful. When they finally open up and people twist their meaning, dismiss their feelings, or laugh it off, it cuts deep. So they start withholding parts of themselves, choosing silence over rejection. They'd rather feel lonely than expose their inner world only to have it misunderstood. It's not pride, it's emotional self-defense. 10. They rarely find someone who matches their depth. True understanding for an INFJ means finding someone whose soul vibrates on the same frequency. Someone who listens beyond words, who senses energy, who doesn't run from silence. But those people are rare, often just a handful in a lifetime. Until they meet someone like that, INFJs wander through life feeling like an alien, too deep, too intense, too much. But when that connection finally happens, it's electric. It's as if, for the first time, they can exhale. INFJs don't want to be admired or pitied. They just want to be understood. They want someone who looks at them and says, "You don't have to explain, I already know." That is the kind of understanding they give to others every day, and what they secretly long to receive in return. Because for the INFJ, being understood isn't just comforting, it's home.